Hey guys, Dr. Binner here from Dr. Expat Wellness. And what I want to do is I want to welcome you back. This is going to be the third video of a long journey of helping expats stay optimally healthy while they're living their second half life in their paradise. And last time what we did is we talked about the reasons why as we get older, 50 and above, it's imperative that you maintain optimal muscle mass. And we went over many reasons. Please review this video right through here to be able to go over those factors. But I also promised you a follow-up video. Today's follow-up video is going to be going over some key factors that you can implement besides just working out to be able to optimize and maintain optimal muscle mass. Welcome back, guys. Let's make this video as short and sweet as we possibly can because I want you to be able to get out and enjoy that beach today. But what I want to do is I want to be able to go over some key factors that you can implement today if you have the tools to be able to start enhancing your muscle mass and maintaining it as you get older. And one of the things that happens after we get over 35, and most of the expats I'm dealing with right now are well over 35, but after you're 35 or older, you lose about 50% on average of your digestive enzyme called hydrochloric acid is produced in your gut. And hydrochloric acid is very important for taking amazing protein, if you buy amazing protein, and breaking them down into amazing amino acids. Remember, the protein as a cow doesn't go in and go to your muscle right through here. You have to eat that beef. It has to be broken down into individual amino acids, transported through the gut wall in that amino acid form for it to be able to go in the system and to be assimilated into your musculature. If you don't have proper hydrochloric acid due to stress, due to age, due to many different things, what happens, your body doesn't have that ability to break down that protein into that micronutrient called the amino acids, and it ends up in what's called polypeptide form. Polypeptide are a bunch of amino acids that are stuck together the body really doesn't know what to do with. And not only can't do anything with it, but it can cause an inflammatory process once it enters our system because our immune system starts attacking it. So picture this. We have amazing protein that you're eating, spend a lot of money on it, right? And then your digestive enzyme, because we're getting older, stress, many different factors, doesn't break it down. And it not only doesn't feed our muscles the way it should, but it causes an inflammatory process and causes systemic inflammation in our body. What we have to do is we have to replete this digestive enzyme somehow, some way. You can take what's called Betaine HCL, which is a supplement that you take exogenously. And I'm gonna put a link of a guide on how to implement this in. So you have to be very careful with Betaine HCL. It's betaine hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, the same thing your gut produces, but you're taking it exogenously. What you have to do is you have to slowly build up, because if your hydrochloric acid has been diminished for a long period of time, that gut layer is not that strong. And all of a sudden you start repleting it with hydrochloric acid to a younger level, your body sometimes can't handle it. So we always go low and slow. So I'm gonna put the guide in here. Now, there are some contraindications. If you have a hiatal hernia, if you have an active ulcer, if your body's just super sensitive, remember, I'm just giving you information that hopefully is going to help you out. But if you have some situation that is contraindicated to allow you to be able to tolerate this, then this has to be assessed on your own. Any type of condition that you suspect that may be contrary to your best interest in utilizing this, check with your health professional. If you're a medical doctor, you're seeing somebody for a condition that may preclude you from utilizing this, your functional medicine practitioner. Remember, I am not your doctor. I'm just educating you about the reality of the situation when it comes down to depleted digestion and protein and not allowing amino acid to be assimilated in your muscle. If you can't tolerate hydrochloric acid at the beginning, you can utilize the good old tried and true, what's called bitters. We used to utilize the bitters a long time ago, ask your grandma, but nonetheless, bitters stimulate the production of your natural hydrochloric acid. So when you're taking these bitters 15 minutes before a meal, it literally stimulates your hydrochloric acid from your parietal cells in your gut to start breaking down that protein. There can be many other factors that deplete your ability to break down this protein, but diminished hydrochloric acid is one of them. And the tools for the job: hydrochloric acid taken externally or utilizing bitters. And besides just breaking down protein, guys, into these amazing amino acids, when hydrochloric acid is diminished, your gallbladder and your pancreas don't work properly. So when you revitalize the level of hydrochloric acid, you actually stimulate the function of your pancreas, which is going to stimulate other digestive enzymes, which is going to enhance your ability to digest, as well as when you stimulate the gallbladder and the bile, what will happen is you're going to be able to emulsify your fats better, and you're going to be able to absorb and digest your fats better, and you're going to be able to absorb your fat-soluble vitamins better. And remember, most fat-soluble vitamins have an anabolic effect, which means building effect. So if you're deficient in fat-soluble vitamins, anabolism goes down. If you start repleting them, the building blocks or your ability to build go up. Number two, say as we age, there's a lot of things happen. Gray hair, sometimes wrinkles, all these different things. Not a problem, but loss of function is a problem. And so as we get older, if we allow it to happen, we are more prone to what's called sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is a fancy word for loss of muscle mass. One of the reasons why that happens is because our ability to not only digest protein, but assimilate protein goes down. It's almost like as we get older, we also become insulin resistant as well. And so instead of our body taking these amino acids, if we digest them appropriately and assimilate them into the muscle tissue to grow and maintain these muscles, the body doesn't do that as efficiently. Too many times when I talk to older gentlemen, they're taking their protein levels down. When we have sarcopenia and we have this resistance to incorporating the amino acids into the muscular structure, we not only don't need less protein, yeah, we need better digestion, but we need to increase our protein. So you see how these things go hand in hand? If we don't replete our ability to digest the protein in the first place, the protein that we're eating right now, we're SOL. But then let's say that you listen to another doctor and he says, you got to increase your protein. Well, that's good advice. But if you can't digest that protein, it's worthless and actually causing more problems. So that's the reason why we have to do it together. First, repleting your digestive capacity by increasing your hydrochloric acid in a safe way that is effective for you. And then increasing your protein. Now, a good rule of thumb, if you're in moderate activity, is to eat about 0.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Now, as you start working out and lifting weights and breaking down the muscle with the workouts, your body has to build those muscles back on up. Then you can start migrating up to 0.75 grams of protein. And then if you're working out like 5 or 6 times a week, like me, and I do a split routine, I'm not working the same body part every day, is then you need to go up to approximately 1 gram of protein per pound to allow your body to have the tools and circumvent that resistance, that sarcopenia, that inability to incorporate these micronutrients into your muscles. And when you increase your digestive capacity and you increase your activity and then you increase your amount of protein that you're eating, you're going to be in a much better situation for maintaining optimal muscle mass. One of the most exciting things that we can talk about today is the incorporation of an amino acid, an individual supplement. Leucine has been shown by research, if you add in this individual amino acid, and this is an essential amino acid, it's in the protein that you ate today. But increasing the percentage of leucine, the amount that you're taking in as we get older, is crucial for helping get and maintaining your optimal muscle mass. Now, there's many things that leucine does, so let's go over them one at a time. One of them is that it stimulates mTOR. mTOR, you want to stimulate mTOR if you want to promote muscle growth and protein synthesis. By stimulating mTOR, it helps maintain that muscle mass and inhibit sarcopenia. Now, a little caveat, guys, if you have active cancer, or if for any reason you suspect that you have cancer or are prone to cancer, you don't want to stimulate mTOR too much, because mTOR stimulation also can feed into cancer promotion as well. So you have to weigh that. In addition to helping stimulate mTOR so we have better protein synthesis to be able to make muscle, what leucine also does is inhibit the breakdown of muscle. So essentially, we're getting 2 birds, 1 stone with leucine, building and inhibit the breakdown. Now, this one right through here concerning leucine is very important for the guys that have diabetes, guys that have metabolic syndrome. Remember, as we get older, and if we let it happen, we will become more insulin resistant, which means that we can't get glucose energy into our cell, and thus our body has to produce more insulin, causing more of an inflammatory process, cause accelerated aging, this whole cascade of spiraling down. We don't want that. Guess what leucine does? Leucine makes us more insulin sensitive. By taking leucine, we not only are building the muscle, but what happens is our cells become more insulin sensitive, so that insulin has more influence in getting energy into the cell so our body can start doing everything that it needs. And if that wasn't enough, guys, remember when I said that maintaining optimal muscle mass helps with mitochondrial biogenesis, which means the production, the building, and the maintenance of the function and the longevity of our mitochondria, which are the little engines within the little organelles within our cells that basically produce every ounce of energy that we experience. Well, guess what leucine does? Leucine helps with that mitochondrial biogenesis as well. So if we're talking about all these different factors, hey, let me throw in a bonus one. Leucine also helps us when we consume it to give us better satiety, which means that if we're eating leucine, what happens is we get full faster. So what I recommend is a strategy if we have weight issues. So if we want to lose weight and we want to gain muscle, eat your protein first, which helps with your satiety, calms down your hunger, and then make sure that you're having the leucine at that same time, which is going to give you a double dose of satiety. So you're eating less, having your protein, and you're losing the fat, you're maintaining that lean body mass, and you guys are staying younger. So guys, if these things interest you, if you find this interesting, please continue to chime in on Dr. Expat Wellness. These are the things I'm going to be sharing with you. I would assume that after listening to this, you're thinking, all right, there may be 1 or 2 or 3 things that I can implement tomorrow that is in the long term going to make my life better. That's what this channel is all about, to be able to educate you on the things that you can apply today, tomorrow, this week, start gaining traction for you to be able to get and stay healthy so you can live your best life in paradise. Please like, share, comment, let everybody of your expat buddies know about this, because what we want to do is we want a healthy and vital expat community. God bless.